Hey, I have another battle for you guys, and hopefully this one doesn't lag. I'm 13th Citadel with another Pokemon Showdown battle. And let's actually start it. So right here, my opponent leads off with Chandelure. Hopefully it doesn't lag too much. And I'm actually going to lead with my Thunderous Therian form. It's my lead, basically. And I'm just gonna Volt Switch just so I can get the upper hand here, but I kinda crit it. So the Chandelure is gone for good, and I don't think my opponent was too happy about that. I guess the random number generator wasn't in his favor. So my Thunderous gets out of there, and he basically has switch advantage since I ended up using the Volt Switch. Alright, so now I send in my Keldeo, which I was gonna send in the first place, and my opponent sends out Dragonite, which is pretty problematic for Keldeo, seeing as I really don't have any good moves that can really hit the Dragonite. So I use my Hydro Pump just so I can try to break Multiscale, but I miss, and he goes for the Thunder Wave. This really messes up Keldeo, and I have no use for Keldeo. Just want to break the Dragonite's Multiscale. But my opponent has a substitute. He's running Sub, T-Wave, Dragon Tail with Roost. So he really doesn't have any attacking moves that can really get me other than Dragon Tail. So I just Hydro Pump, break the Sub, and he's just gonna go for another Sub. If it doesn't lag too much. It's been pretty laggy as of late. And yeah, he's just gonna set up that second Sub. I can't break the Sub this time. Probably had min damage there. I couldn't break it, so it's just even more problematic. He's just gonna heal the damage off with Roost. And then he's just gonna really just mess me up here because I'm not gonna be able to break that Sub. So right there he Roosts, heals back up, the Multiscale is activated again, and my Keldeo is paralyzed, so I can't break the Sub. Right here I get my Secret Sword off just to break the Sub. I know it isn't going to do any damage anyway, and I don't want to risk missing a Hydro Pump. But right here he goes for the Dragon Tail, which is gonna get rid of my Keldeo from the field, which really doesn't even matter. I wanted to get him out of there because he wasn't gonna help me. And I go straight into my well, I get into my Thunders, which is the best choice right now because I have the Hidden Power Ice. But he's gonna get out of there, and he's gonna send out Donphan, maybe expecting an electric attack. But my Hidden Power Ice is gonna hit him for like more than 3/4 of his HP. So Donphan is in a pretty bad state right now, and I have the upper hand in this battle right now. So my opponent is he's gonna call back his Donphan, but just to play it safe, I'm just gonna go for another Hidden Power Ice since I'm Choice Scarfed. And you never know if I can just take out that Donphan once again. But he switches into Gyarados to take the Hidden Power Ice. The Intimidate gets onto my Thunders, which doesn't matter because he's special anyway. And the Hidden Power Ice barely does anything. Barely even like a fourth. Seeing how I'm stuck in this predicament and I really can't switch moves since I'm Choice Scarfed, I'm gonna have to leave. I'm gonna have to switch out of there. I'm gonna have to send out my Ferrothorn. So he's just gonna proceed to Dragon Tail me out of there. It's really tough to handle because now I don't really even have a choice of which Pokemon gets sent in. And here my Scrafty comes in. It's just the worst choice because Scrafty can't even touch Gyarados. I'm hoping Thundurus gets sent in from Dragon Tail, but I just go straight for the crunch on the Gyarados. He's gonna Dragon Tail my Scrafty out of there. I really don't know what other moves he has at this moment, but he does reveal later he has the Waterfall. So he has the Dragon Tail, the Waterfall, and 2 other moves. So Keldeo comes back in. Another useless Pokemon gets sent in. My Thundurus unluckily just doesn't get sent in. I go for Hidden Power Ghost because that's the only move I can do some kind of damage, neutral damage to Gyarados, and it's not doing a lot of damage. I want Keldeo to die, really do, but the Dragon Tail, it sends Keldeo with just barely a sliver of HP out of there. So my Chandelure gets into the battle, and also another bad choice. I'm gonna go for the Shadow Ball, but he switches into his Clefable just to nullify the Shadow Ball. But luckily, I do have the Hidden Power Fighting, and it's gonna crit the Clefable. I don't know if that crit mattered, but it really helps me out. So I hit the Hidden Power Fighting, get the crit, kills the Clefable. Now my opponent is going to send in Dragonite, another really problematic Pokemon that I just couldn't get rid of. I Shadow Ball the Dragonite. It's just to scout how much damage I'm going to do. And I don't do much, but it breaks the multi-scale. That's all that matters. My opponent goes for the T-Wave, paralyzing my Chandelure. So I'm gonna switch out my Chandelure. I'm gonna send out my my Landorus because he doesn't have anything to hurt my Landorus, and I can easily Stone Edge the Dragonite. But he Dragon Tails me out of there. And my Fortress comes out. I decide to go for the Gyro Ball to see how much damage I can do, but he switches out the Dragonite just to send in Donphan. So the Donphan is gonna take the Gyro Ball, and it will die. Actually, it doesn't die. It will die, but well, there's only 1 minute left in this video. Just gonna sum up the rest of the battle. My Ferrothorn Power Whips the Donphan. The Donphan is dead. Uxie gets sent out. I kill the Uxie with my Scrafty, and I get lucky. I sacrifice my Keldeo to bring in Thundurus, and I use Thunderbolt to kill the Gyarados, and my opponent forfeits at the end of the match. So I win this one, and I'm 13th Citadel. See ya.